So, dudes, we have some bad news. Bossmanjack's 2025 is over, bro.
Yeah! It's over, bro! I'm doing it, guys. It's over. I can't do this anymore.
Bossman had his hearing on the 16th, and his hearing was further delayed until the 6th of January 2026. This means the earliest date that Boss will be streaming again is the 6th of January 2026 if he's able to get bail. There was actually a rat that went to the court hearing and wrote about what they saw. They pretty much wrote that they were waiting for lab results to come back to see if he was on any substances at the time of his arrest. Which I'm not quite sure what that exactly does to his charges. Someone will have to let me know in the comments. I'm also sure that rat parents did not show up for this hearing, as they've been previously photographed when making appearances at Bossman's hearings. So this just shows how little they care about whether he gets released anytime soon. Rat parents are celebrating their quiet, clean home with a couple of big Bufords. I was late to upload this video because I wanted to see if any extra information would come out, and the police report did in fact get leaked. Let's see what this document says.
On October 2nd, 2025, at approximately 22:05 hours, I responded to Redacted, located in Louisa County, regarding a report involving an individual identified as Austin Peterson. The caller advised that Mr. Peterson was actively live streaming on the platform Twitch and had made comments suggesting that someone was delivering crack to him.
So in this first paragraph, we learned that the officer arrived at the Boss crib at 10:05 p.m. This is interesting because Bossman's last stream ended just over an hour before the officer arrived, so you can assume that for the whole time Boss was offline, he was absolutely cracked out since he had just received his Derek Christmas delivery. We also find out that a rat was the one that made the phone call to police about the suspicious phone call that was streamed accidentally on Twitch.
No, it's not! No, it's not! No, it's not, dude! No, it's not, dude! Oh my God, bro! No way, bro!
Upon arrival, I made contact with Mr. Peterson at the front door of the residence. Upon initial contact, Mr. Peterson exhibited signs of being under the influence. He was extremely energetic, made continual furtive movements, and displayed fluctuating behavior, shifting from calm to agitated and frantic. I was previously familiar with Mr. Peterson from a prior law enforcement encounter on May 23rd, 2025, during which I confirmed he was subject to a Fourth Amendment waiver. I mentioned the waiver during our contact, and Mr. Peterson acknowledged it was still in effect.
Bossman was the one to answer the door to police in what I assumed was an intentional move from him to try and cover up his tracks. Since he already knew he streamed his phone call and was probably worried about rat parents opening the door and giving away where his drugs were. It's wild that Boss acts the exact same way in front of police as he does in front of his viewers, never hiding the signs he's obviously cracked out. This officer was also the one that arrested him last time, where he made it clear that he has legal permission to search Bossman's property for drugs due to his parole conditions.
When questioned, Mr. Peterson initially denied possessing any narcotics. However, after I referenced both his observed behavior and statements made during the live stream, Mr. Peterson admitted to having drugs inside the residence. At approximately 2210 hours, I detained Mr. Peterson. A search of Mr. Peterson's bedroom was conducted. On a dresser next to his bed, I located a silver spoon containing a white, waxy substance and burnt residue consistent with drug use. Next to the spoon, I found a clear plastic bag containing a white, powdery substance. These items were collected and secured in my patrol vehicle as evidence.
Dude, this is so wrong. This officer just told Bossman to take a hike because he caught him red-handed trying to lie about having drugs at the crib.
See you later, buddy! Case closed! Case closed! Case, the court has been dismissed! you. Woo! Goddamn right, boy! Yeah! America, baby! Woo!
Boss was then placed in handcuffs while the officer went to his room and found his magic rock corner. I beg that we are able to watch the arresting footage after the case is closed. I can just imagine Boss looking so helpless while being handcuffed, knowing his stash is going to get found.
Don't have it. I just gambled it, bro. Dude, somebody please help me, bro. Dude, somebody please help me, bro. I know one of y'all can help me, bro. I know somebody out there can help me, man. I am in a lot of trouble right now, dude. I'm in trouble, dude. I'm in trouble, man. Oh my gosh, I'm in trouble, man. Oh, I'm in trouble, man. Oh my god, I'm in trouble, dude. I'm in so much trouble, dude. Oh my god, I call my mom, dude. She's the only person that'll help me, dude. She's literally the only person that'll help me, bro. Oh my god, this is not happening, bro. This is not happening. This is not happening.
At approximately 22:29 hours, I read Mr. Peterson his Miranda warning. Post-Miranda, Mr. Peterson admitted that the substance found in his room was cocaine. Based on the totality of the circumstances, I am seeking a charge of simple possession of a controlled substance under Virginia Code 8. On 250, the statements above are true and accurate to the best of my knowledge and belief. In making this complaint, I have read and fully understand the following. By swearing to these facts, I agree to appear in court and testify if a warrant or summons is issued. The charge in this warrant cannot be dismissed except by the court, even at my request. Signature of complainant, B. Mullen.
Confronted with all the evidence, Boss would fold and tell the officer that it was crack that was found. No other drugs were found though, which may disprove the meth allegations. But maybe Boss just went through all that meth and then stopped once his body started rotting. This whole interaction would last around 25 minutes because at 10:29 PM, Boss was read his rights and arrested. Fair play to the officer that went into his room because I can't imagine the smells and mold that were festering in there. I believe that just like the other times he's been in jail, Boss will get sent to rehab on the 6th of January for probably a month or two. Best case scenario would be that he gets sent straight home, which is what we all hope for. But worst case scenario is that he gets sentenced to up to 3 years. I saw a post from Lolcal Supreme, who has attended hearings before, which said Boss has 2 stacked probations which he's violated, which on top of the new charge could lead to around 3 years in prison. Prayed that this doesn't happen though, and his plot armor and Brian Jones combine their powers and free Bossman. That's all I've got for you today. Now that I know Boss won't be free for at least a few months, I will be making recap videos on previous Bossman seasons. I will create a season 1 to 7 playlist so that we have a timeline of some of Bossmanjack's best moments. Thank you for all the support over the last 2 months. I hope you all stick around while Boss is locked up, as I will be making content still. Thank you to my YouTube members, Anthony H, Alperin Sengun, Pastor Lol, Tessaurus, and Engel. This has been CeeJ. Have a wonderful and blessed day.